second year in Aris. I think it's better for you since you are from the first day of the preparation.
Yeah, I mean, it's always last year when you come in as a new player to a new system, a new culture, a new country, and I was also a long time in Germany, so I was used to things being done a certain way, and of course, it took some time to get used to, and but for sure, it's much easier to coming in this year.
Well, during the first year, now the beginning of the second year, everybody's discussing about uh, if there is a place in the field that you didn't play in your career. And of course, a following question is which one you prefer, right?
Only position I haven't played is goalkeeper, but maybe who knows?
Left back.
I played in my career. I played left back also. Yeah. So otherwise, I've covered all the positions. No, it's a question I get asked a lot, and it's. I mean, I'm a very flexible player, and I think I understand the game well from a lot of different positions. And probably over the years, when I played so many positions, it's difficult to say where do I fit in the best. And right at the end of last season, I played as a centre back, and also now here I've been as a centre back, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm trying to fulfill my role as well as I can. And it's at the end of the day, I also told the coach wherever he wants to use me, he can use me in whatever position on the field. So it's gonna be difficult to say exactly what's the position.
It's the first time that you're playing as a center back, or you've played before in the past.
Not in the four back line, but I mean,
In the
at,
three back
at,
line,
I played at some point, I think in Germany at some point. But I mean, at the end of the day, Greece is grand, ball is round, and it's still football. So it's of course it's different. You have to prioritize different things in different positions. When the more you up front you play, the more risk you can take. The more you play back, the more you have to secure and coach the team. But as I said, I've been blessed maybe with that type of football mind that I can see positions well, even though I haven't played them a lot. So for me right now, it's just to fulfill whatever position I'm playing.
What are you? What are you? Are you going to try to succeed with Aris next year?
I mean, it by no standard was it a successful season last season. We can all be honest. But I think everyone could see at the end of last season our level in the playoffs when we took victories that were what we felt as a team should have happened much earlier in the season. So from now, this season is the main goal, of course, do better than last season. I want to get into the top four. I know it's a difficult place to get into, but you have to be ambitious in trying to go for it. And also it's yes, it took a long time last season to get it rolling and fitting into them with the guys, and I was one of them also as a new player. So it takes time, and but this season I feel like we have a better understanding of each other when you spend some time. For sure, there will come changes to the team still. That's football, but I mean it's just good to have some familiar faces from the first moment on, and then you don't start from zero with the guys.
you've worked with.
Experience all this stuff last year.
No, I mean I'm from Finland where culture is to be quite brutally honest with each other. So for me, it's no problem. Where I live, there's quite a lot of Aris fans, so they told me their opinion over the season, and I mean everyone is entitled to their opinion, and I had good talks with them when I was walking my dog. So no, it's been good, and that's a beautiful part of football. You should be passionate, of course, and so far good.
Your brother played in Greece last
Yes,
year, right?
yes.
He will continue playing in Greece. And if
Then
this happened again in the past,
I've been fortunate enough to have an older brother who has done the same job as me and decided to be a football player, and we played together in Holland for many years, and yeah, then he's now under contract with Panionios, and yeah, what will happen there I do not know, but then you have to call my brother and ask what will happen.
If you want answer, what are the tattoos? What are the meaning?
These are the birthdays of my family, my mother, dad, and my brother, and these are the coordinates where I grew up kind of in Finland.
Is there a special story for the number you chose, or it's your birth?
It's my birth year, and I think it was when I played in Germany, it was very strict rules about what numbers you can have. And then I came to Greece, and it was open market, and you can choose whatever you want. And I thought, okay, maybe we can try something new here. And then, yeah, I wanted to play with a high number, so 97 came quite natural to me.
What was odd for you coming to a different environment, a different country from Germany, from Finland, coming to Thessaloniki? When you saw something and said, that's weird, that's strange.
Um, I mean, I would go. Finland and Germany is quite same. It's a very structured culture, and I mean, when you spend 7 years at the same club, it becomes more than just a club that you're at. It becomes your home. And my daughter was born in Germany. My first daughter, she was born in Germany, and you have friends and around and outside football as well after 7 years. And of course, humans are get stuck in a routine also. And if you do the same thing for 7 years, that's what you know and that's what you live. And so for sure, I had some difficulties because there's a for sure a cultural change between Germany and Greece. So of course, in Greece, it's a bit more kind of laid back the culture, and I always said timetables in Greece is a bit so. So it took me some time to kind of not forgetting what I used to know, but more adapting to, because there's no point in me trying to change the Greek culture. I have to adapt to the Greek culture, So I have to become a part of the Greek society and live as your culture has it. And since we did that with the family, and it became much easier, and we've been very happy ever since.
Who's the best friend of yours in the club?
I mean, right now it's I think we all get along very well. Of course, last year when I came, Martin Friedeck, he was helping me a lot because he also spoke German. And then of course, Noah was when he was here last season. He was Swedish, so my mother tongue is Swedish, so we could have that. But now
Του αυτό.
that's football. You learn as you go. But no, now it's been really odd. Of course, I'm a bit of an older guy in the team also, so naturally you're spending a lot of time with Fabio also and Lauren and
In the room?
alone.
Ah, we are alone?
Alone.
Oh,
That's
perfect.
that's a privilege.
When you have two small kids at home, you need to get some. These are valuable days that you can actually sleep now, and
We've seen you playing next to Matar, a younger guy with less experience than you. And how do you see him so far?
no, I mean it's the one thing he always is. He's so big for his age that you forget that he's so young. I think he's 18 now.
18.
Yeah, I think.
So yes, I feel very old when you say that like this. But no, but he's a very young player. He has a lot of potential. And the biggest thing when you're that young, you just want to, you maybe you want it too bad. You kind of, sometimes mistakes everyone does in training millions of times, and during the season you make hundreds of mistakes, and all this. That's not the problem. But sometimes he should maybe put some pressure off him and just play the simple ways, because still at the end of the day, simple football is always going to be the most effective football, but it is the most difficult football to play. So for him, it's still now just taking in all the experience every minute. Every minute he gets, everything is still a bit of a learning curve for him. And of course, there's the language barrier that he doesn't speak English. But okay, with body language, you can communicate a long way.
And what about the most experienced player, Fabiano?
Top. How can you not love him? No, it's he's still, he's the captain of our team. Of course, Fabi is not a he's not a spring chicken anymore. He's not he's not like Mataros, of course. He's not the youngest anymore, but no, he's still the guy that holds the team together. He's still our captain, is still the guys that all of us follow, who we listen to, who everyone respects. So I mean, Fabio's role in the team is more than important, I would say.
What's changed with Mr. Grigoriou from last March until now?
I think, of course, we were going through a difficult period. Then he came in, and maybe that was exactly what we needed, something new at the time. And then also it was probably at the time where we started really to get to know each other as players. You can't say it takes the same amount of time for each team. Some team it takes longer to get used to each other, for some not. And for us, it took a long time last season. But again, it was that was last season, and now we just keep on working on the stuff we did at the end of last season, and we're trying to improve, and we try to be as ready as we can be from the first moment.
Are you feeling well personally? Because you had some injuries. I think that the summer last year was difficult for you, going to the national team, coming back.
I mean,
Injuries.
it was the whole kind of last when my time in Germany came to an end. It was an emotional time in every level because at the time I'd been 7 years in Germany, and my wife was highly pregnant with our second child. Then we had to leave Germany and pack everything, which is his own hassle. And then if you have a highly pregnant wife at home as well, and then of course with the national team, and then okay, then holiday starts, and then my wife goes into labor, but then I'm finalizing my stuff with Aris, and it was maybe too much at the same time. But as I said, this year has felt so much easier when we know everything. We have an apartment already ready. We have everything, and my family is very happy, and my kids are loving Greece. So for me, it's also has been, as the man of the house, it's been much easier to come here now this season because my family and my girls have everything they need. So